All right, everybody. Hey, so I'm recording this for us to check page 1 of our math pack. That would be this right here. If you don't have it in front of you, would you please go get that so we can check it together? If you haven't done day 1, that's fine. You can do it along with us today. I'm going to do this again tomorrow with day 2, so I would love for you to have done day 2 so we can just check it together. Pretty soon I'm going to go ahead and do Zoom for our whole class so we can get together and chat and see each other and catch up a bit. So if you need to get the math pack so you can get onto this page and check your answers with us, go ahead and do that. If you have it in front of you, here we go. All right, so question number 1 says, G used these blocks to build a number. So we don't need to know anything about these because it's all about the tens, right? It's just about the tens. So I'm going to go ahead and cross out my hundreds. I don't need those. I can get rid of my ones because this right here is all that matters. So how many tens did he build? Well, 10, 20, 30. So he built 30. You may have also just answered 3 because there were 3 here, and it's not asking us for the value. So I think either one of those would have been a correct answer. All right, number 2 is about Jane, and she used these blocks to build, and it wants to know what number did she build. So we have to look at all of the numbers. So these are our hundreds. So 100, 200, 300. I can go ahead and write that down because I'm going to know that goes right there, but I don't have any tens. Remember, 0 is our hero, so we need to put that in there because there's a big difference between 300 something and 30 something. Now we just count the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there is my number, 307. That's what Jane built. All right, heading down here to number 3, wants to know the digit that's in the ones place. The ones place is the farthest number on the right, and you can see that there is a 9 right there. All right, another digit question. What's in the hundreds place? They give me a new number. I can see that there's a 2 there. Ones, tens, hundreds. So I have a 2 in the hundreds place. Right, number 5 wants to know about the value. Remember, the value is how much it's worth. So you're looking at where the number is sitting in the problem, and obviously the number. So I have a 5 in the ones place. So I'm just counting by ones. So this 5 is just 5. It would have to be in the tens place to be 50, have to be in the hundreds place to be 500, and that 5 is never going to be worth anything close to 550 because it's only one digit. All right, so that's that first page. I need to erase all of this with my handy dandy eraser because when I move the page, this kind of just sits there and gets in the way. So let's go down here to our next page of day 1. Okay. I'll get my handy pencil out again. So again, another question that wants to know what the value of the 9 is. So I take a look at where my 9 is sitting. So this is ones and that's tens. So if I count by tens to 9, I end up at 90. All right, easy peasy so far. Rounding. It's okay. Remember, everything that rounds ends with a 0. So I'm looking at the 78. They give me this handy dandy number line. So I really don't have to think very much at all, do I? Because 78 is closer to 80. It's really far from 70. So definitely going to go ahead and choose answer C. All right, number 8 does not give me a number line, but it wants me to round the number 25 to the nearest 10. So remember what we said. If it was 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, I would have gone back to that 10, but it's 5 and above, so I'm going to go up to the next 10. So my choices for this were either 20 or 30, okay? And 25 being right in the middle, but ending in a 5 is going to round up to the 30. All right, moving on, we have some more base 10 blocks that we need to take a look at. Wants to know what's going to complete the picture sentence, and we have our equalities here. So that tells me that I'm either going to use one of my alligator symbols, depending on which way the numbers are going. But first thing I have to do is obviously count these. So I'm going to start on this side, and I have 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 over here. And then I'll count these, count along with me, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 72. So they're trying to do one of those tricky things to us here by just flipping the numbers around, but we are way too smart for that, right? Because we know that 72 is greater than 27. And it would look like this. Remember, the alligator's mouth always points to that bigger number, and the little tip of his nose always points to the smallest number. All right, same kind of concept here, using the same information. Which one is true? Slash the trash on these. Use all those strategies we learned when we were in our classroom. All right, so I have 490 is less than 409. No. 309 equals 390? No way. 60 is greater than 600? Not on this planet. All right, 516 is greater than 506. Yes, indeedy. So I hope you got all of those answers right on this page. We'll get rid of all of this and we'll go to our next page. Hopefully these are easy for you. Nothing new in all this packet. It's all stuff that we have done before. It's all review, so it's good stuff. All right, so we're doing ordinal numbers now, and that's just where things are in a line, pretty much. So this one says the children are standing in the line, okay, and Bob is first. So here's Bob. Where's Pat? So we're just going to count. Okay. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, and 12th. So Pat is in the 12th. I'm just going to do it this way because it's hard to write. 12th place. All right, so that's where Pat is. And who's in the 14th? Well, I'm not going to count all that again because I already know, I already know that she is in the 12th place. So I just need to say 13, 14, and then I can see that it's Meg. Meg is 14th in that line. All right, some colorful animals here. I know yours isn't in color. At least we get to see them in color here. So that's cool. They're lined to walk up in a parade. Now they've switched it up on us. Did you catch that? The rabbit is first. So here's my rabbit right here. You see the rabbit? So the rabbit is in first place. So we need to start right over here. So they want to know where this giraffe is. So there's the giraffe. So I'm just going to count first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, and 11th. So there, friends, is our 11th ordinal number. All right, so who's in 9th place? Well, I can start back here at the rabbit. I can go all the way and count 9, or I can start with 11 and go back to 11, 10, 9, and I see that that would be the lion. All right, this is easy. Wants just to fill in the numbers, right? So second, the grade that we're in, right? Third, then there's fourth, 5th, then 6th. There's a pattern here. 7th, then 8th, and 9th, and then 10th. Do you see the pattern? Huh? What are all of those answers that I had to type in? What kind of numbers? Yep, you had choice between even and odd in my mind, and you said that they were even, so you are correctamundo. All right, let's get rid of these lines so we can get on to the next page here. Can't do one of those cool swoops like I used to do on the smartboard. I have to click everything. Well, I'm clicking. I hope you're checking. Are you using a checking device or your pencil or what? I hope you got all that stuff we sent home, markers, crayons, pencils. They're hopefully you've got access to those to help you. If not, I mean, this is your chance to do work in anything that you want, you know? You could even do it in a crayon as long as you can read it, right? Okay, here we are. Looking at this slide. So it has monkeys climbing up a ladder. And it says, what ordinal position is the circled monkey, which is right here. Well, you're kind of like probably thinking, oh, okay, well, that would be in the first place, but that isn't one of my choices. I have 7th, 6th, 5th, and 4th. So I know this is not going to be first. So if this isn't first, this has to be first. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and this, my friends, is the 7th monkey. I counted their tails. It was easier for me to see them that way. All right, we have some dogs walking down a hill. Tells me the white dog is first. Did you see the white dog? Hope you didn't start right there, because if you started there, you would have gotten the wrong answer because it wants to know what position the circled dog is in. Well, the circled dog is in 2nd place, right? Because the white dog's first. Yeah. So I guess this dog would be the door holder if they were in our class line, right? Okay. Let's go over here. We got some cats now. I guess cats and dogs need equal time. So we're going to be counting from the right. So that was very helpful. That's telling me that I am going to start right here. If I did not read my question carefully, I would have started on the wrong side. So not here, but here. And I start counting 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Is this what you got? Because that is the correct answer. All right. And now, beginning from the left, which means I'm going to start here, which animal is in a position that is an even number? Well, they only give me 3 animals. So if this is first, this frog has to be in 2nd, and the monkey has to be in 3rd. Even numbers mean that I can divide them up evenly. Like we can both have the same amount. I can only do that with the number 2. So that means the frog is in the even numbered spot. All right, we have to continue another pattern down here. This time it starts with 12. So I need the number that goes in before 12th. That's 11th. Then, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, ooh, 18th, 19th, and again. This is a pattern. So what are all of those numbers that I had to type in? I would love for you to text me on Remind and tell me what the answer to number 10 is. I think that would be super cool for you to do. That way I'll know too that you watched this video and you've done page 1 of your packet. Tomorrow I'll get on here and do a recording for page 2 of the packet, day 2 here. All right, we've got some fraction action, it looks like. So we'll be taking a look at fractions tomorrow. Might see if I can find us a nice little video to go along with this too. Because, yep, day 2 is all about fractions. Oh, and the hundreds chart. Oh, that's gonna be a fun one. All right, so guys, till tomorrow, be sure to text me. Make sure that you're taking a look at Remind. There's some good stuff today for geometry with shapes. Took a little tour of my house. Saw my cat sleeping on the bed. Did you see it? I'd love to hear from you. See you tomorrow. Bye.